Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 29 of our back to school month. We are counting down our 30 favorite albums of our high school years. Of course, my high school years are 1980 to 1984. I have picked out the 30 albums that I can honestly remember as being the ones that I played the most during those 4 years. Again, there are other great albums that didn't quite make this list that I listened to a ton before my high school years. Probably still listen to them in my high school years, but these are the ones that I can best kind of, in looking back, I can best think that these are the ones that meant the most to me in these 4 years. And I decided only to have one band, only one album from every band represented. So there's no repeat bands on this list. You'll get them in the honorable mentions episode. But or I may just do the honorable mentions on the last episode. I think I'm just going to do it that way because I could have repeated lots of bands or at least a handful of them over and over and over again. I didn't want to do that, so I've tried to give lots of love to the bands that I just love the most during this period. So this particular one, again, this album came out before my high school years. Right, this one was originally released September 1st, 1978 for A&M Records, produced by the band. It is their eighth album, Pieces of Eight by Styx. So I was first introduced to this particular band with the Grand Illusion album, which in my high school years, I loved Styx a lot. And I was big into them back then, but I think that, this was the album that I listened to the most, probably because out of the couple that I had, it was the heaviest, and at the time, heavy was everything to me. I think now, all these years later, I probably favor the Grand Illusion just a little bit more, but I still do love this album a lot. And actually, Cornerstone was the first album I bought from them, which I do. I have a soft spot for Cornerstone, but I don't think it's quite as good as these other two. But my cousins from Long Island first introduced me to Styx with the Grand Illusion album, and that's the album that I originally kind of liked a lot and got me to be a Styx fan. And then I went out and bought both that and Pieces of Eight after I had already gotten Cornerstone. So I believe I got introduced to the band before Cornerstone came out. Didn't buy any records. Bought the Cornerstone album when it was first released, and then went out and bought this and Grand Illusion. But this became my favorite, and of course, this features the classic lineup of the band: Dennis DeYoung on vocals and keyboards. You got James J.Y. Young on guitars and vocals. You got Tommy Shaw on guitars and vocals. You got Chuck Panozzo, the Panozzo brothers, on bass. John Panozzo on drums, also both doing backing vocals. Really, I think I've talked a lot about this band and why I love them so much. I love the fact you have these three distinct singers in the band, and the entire band sings backup vocals. I love the fact that they incorporate both elements of hard rock and pop and progressive rock, and early on a little bit of boogie as well. They kind of do all those things, do them really, really well. Call some of it AOR, call some of it pomp. Like I said, they could get heavy at times, they could get proggy at times. They have lots of anthems. And this album did all of that and showcased all the different singers. You got the amazing Great White Hope. Again, another one, love the JY songs. They always rock the hardest. You got I'm Okay, which is the big church organ, right? Soaring vocals of Dennis DeYoung. Lots of great hooks. You got Sing for the Day. Wonderful Tommy Shaw song. You got The Message, which is cool, kind of like keyboard thing. You got Lords of the Ring, okay, which they're all singing. JY does the main vocal on that. That's, just a really good epic song. You have the classic Tommy Shaw track, Blue Collar Man, Long Nights, still to this day a song I absolutely adore. You got the heavy, heavy, ominous Queen of Spades, probably my favorite Styx song of all time. Great vocal from Dennis DeYoung, showing that he really could rock when he wanted to. You got another Tommy Shaw drop-dead classic in Renegade. And then you got the amazing title track, Pieces of Eight, and it finishes up with Aku Aku, another little synthesizer kind of instrumental. But just one epic song after another. Fantastic. Definitely when you look at the two, right, the two classic Styx albums above all, which is Grand Illusion and this one. This one is definitely the more rockin' of the two. I think that Grand Illusion is a little more majestic, a little more proggy, maybe just slightly better in my eyes in terms of enduring songs. But this is no slouch. It's so close. I've always said that. Between Grand Illusion and Pieces of Eight, it is so close. They are both such great albums. I love them both. They're both, to me, 5 out of 5 star classics, but in more recent years, I tend to favor Grand Illusion ever so slightly. But this was the one that I listened to the most during my high school years, 1980 to 1984. So it is my pick for today. Day 29. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this particular Styx album, as well as your pick for Day 29. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell. We've got the links also below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations and our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. Please also hit that like button, and we hope to see some of you at Sea of Tranquility Fall Fest on Saturday in just 2 days, and tickets are still available. You can find the link. The link is all over the place on our Facebook page. We have a video, posted video here on the channel that talks all about Sea of Tranquility Fall Fest, as well as the links to purchase tickets. And you also, if you're a Hudson Valley resident, you can also get tickets at Rock Fantasy. Steve is selling tickets for us there as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow with the finale, Day 30 of our look at our favorite albums of our high school years. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.